Trippie Redd is beefing with music's royal family. So apparently Trippie Redd is calling out some label execs, things of that nature. I think might be the head of his label, if I'm not mistaken. Beefing with the head of your label is never good. Never good plays. Always terrible plays, L plays, plays that will have you lose your generational wealth. However, we are in crazy times, brother. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need to call some things out when things need to get called out, because things is getting bad out here. As always, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I thank you for all the love and support. Let's get into the video.
What's poppin', y'all? Trippie Redd recently just went all out on the CEO of his record label, who's the head of Warner Music now, Atlantic Records, and that's like one of the top 3 labels. So first I'm gonna play you guys the clip of Trippie Redd, and then we're gonna get into if this is cap, promo, what other people think about it. So let me roll.
Did he just try to flex on a Warner exec with just this little stack of bread? Is that what I don't know. Okay, maybe that's not the case. I hope that's not the case. Cause you know the label exec, them niggas swimming in money, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell type shit. Okay.
The clip of Trippie Redd, and then we're gonna get into if this is cap, promo, what other people think about it. So let me roll the clip.
And just keep saying who my profile picture is. Listen, if you want to know who my profile picture is, you feel me? Just click the app, man. Tell that drop the album, man. It's the nigga sign me, man. Tell that drop the album.
So here he's talking about NDA, which seems to be a mixtape album that's up and coming from Trippie Redd, and
Okay.
Trippie Redd would also change his profile picture to Elliot Grange. So Elliot Grange, short answer, son of Lucian Grange, who started Universal Music, and his son would initially start a very small boutique record label many years ago. This was around probably 2017, and this label, it was 10K, but before 10K it was actually Strange Entertainment, spelled Strainge Entertainment. Initially, it was creating a lot of confusion when these guys started to blow up with Tech9, who's Strange Music. He has his own independent label, really impressive independent operation. One of the most impressive artists, entrepreneurship type of duos, because he has like a business partner that kind of helps him with a lot of these things, and just all of music history, really.
Talking
Like
about
what
Tech9?
they've built is so phenomenal, so incredible. And that's
Okay. Little confusing. I think he's talking about Tech9, not talking about Lucian or whatever his name is, low key. But Tech9 lit. When I was younger, I used to listen to Tech9 and dang, what was bro's name? He used to have a YouTube channel, and he always had like white eyes. Hobson. I used to listen to Tech9 and Hobson. I don't know what type of crazy phase I went through. You know what I'm saying? Because Hobson and Tech9, like, they on a different type ting. You know what I mean? But back when I was younger, I went through like a phase. I had like a year where I was bumping that shit, bro. And Hobson, he was making bangers. I'm not gonna lie. He was making bangers back when a nigga was young. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, I think he's talking about Tech9, but not about Lucian. Or I think he said his name is Lucian. I forgot that nigga name already.
just music aside. However, when Trippie Redd blows up and you see the imagery of a Trippie Redd and a 6ix9ine and they're called Strange, and you see the imagery that Tech9 had and that label had, you can kind of... I'm not saying that Trippie Redd was listening to Tech9 and was like, oh, I'm trying to be like this guy, but there's confusion there. So this causes issues with business. And that's why I think they added the I into the Strange Entertainment, but then eventually they just canned it all together. I don't know if some legal stuff was happening behind the scenes. I'm almost certain some legal stuff was happening behind the scenes, but I can't confirm it because Tech9 would even diss them in a track called No Reason, which is 8 years ago. And he says, copying me and the property. Poppy, you jammed up. With Aki's the cam bust, don't mock me, the brand's us. Strange music, the game, shoot this right at the fakers. They came stupid with the claim, you can took for you change and name usage. And then he also says, stop, you ain't ready to brawl, you can hang. Lock you two dead in the jaw, you claim strange. It ain't K, the can city to jam with me. You damn sissy, eat up a oxy to stand stiffly in my pants with me. So eventually they would change to 10K projects, but it doesn't change the fact that Trippie Redd...
Bro, their lyrics was outlandish. I'm not gonna lie. Their lyrics were outlandish. They were saying some crazy shit. know what I'm saying? But back as a jit, I was like, this shit fire. This shit lit. You know what I'm saying? You be going through different phases. I went through a dubstep. Is it dubstep? It's not dub. I don't know what to call it. I don't remember what it is. And I can't even remember the main dude I used to listen to. It's one of them ones they'd be like, it was crazy. I don't know. But anyway.
It was probably like the first signee on there, other than this other guy who was from the Pacific Northwest. I forgot his name. I think it was like Roy something. Not Roy Woods. He was on OVO. But no, Rio Cragun. Yeah, REOCRAGUN. That guy had some great songs when he first got on there. But he wasn't a rapper. He was maybe more of like a singer, R&B style. But Trippie Redd brought 6ix9ine into that label as well. So Trippie Redd and 6ix9ine were the hallmark of this record label for forever. And through that, Elliot Grange built up a roster. He started to sign more people.
Elliot. I don't know why I said Lucian. I think his dad is Lucian Grange. But type shit.
Sign more rappers. They would eventually sign Ice Spice. In between that, they did a deal with Internet Money, which became very fruitful for the both of them. And they also had some pop hits too. Like the TikTok era, these guys were dominating. They had Ian Dior on there, and Ian Dior was streaming like crazy during the TikTok era. Also, they had this girl Salem something. She had this song Mad at Disney. I don't know what else she's done. I haven't looked at her catalog. And then they started to venture a little bit out of hip hop. But Trippie Redd,
I don't know what happened to Ian Dior too. Ian Dior, I feel like he was on top of the world for a little second. He was making some fire shit, I'm not gonna lie. And then I don't know who he started hanging out with. Jeans started getting too tight. You know what I'm saying? Clothes started looking crazy. Started hitting them crop tops, and you know, like, okay, painted nails, cool, fine, but like then like you just start doing a little too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's reel it in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because if you wasn't in the industry, you probably wouldn't be dressing like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Skinny jeans are dead. Skinny jeans are dead. You need to be wearing baggy clothes, period. I don't care, bro. I don't care, bro. You need to be walking around baggy clothes. You can wear like a tank top, like, look, peep the fit. Okay, look, boom, tank top. You know what I'm saying? See the muscle popping out. Stop playing with it. Hold up. Type shit. But then I got the baggy pants. Tight tank top, baggy pants. You can't have tight shirt. You can't have tight shirt, tight pants, bro. Bro, I did the tight pants to the maximum, bro, already. Like, when I was younger, bro. Anyway, Ian Dior, I don't know what happened to that nigga, bro.
Ed did a lot for this company, and the success of this company with him bringing in 6ix9ine as well and their beef and all of that. If I'm Trippie Redd, I'm feeling like, yo, I helped build this. It's almost like, you know, the record label that's been there for decades, and they're like, yeah, we built this artist, so we want to get everything we can out of them. It's somewhat mutual, where Trippie Redd's looking at this guy and he's like, yo, this guy's damn near the owner of this whole Warner building now. I helped build this guy up. I was popping. He was nobody when he came here. Yeah, he's related to, I mean, he's his father's son, but he still had to prove himself. And Trippie helped him with that. And Trippie built up a big catalog for him. And if we also look at Trippie's catalog, Trippie has not dropped an album in nearly 3 years, a solo album. So he dropped an album with MGK in 2024.
I don't know if I like that shit. Damn, crooked ass finger boy. Bent ass finger boy. What the fuck, bro? The fuck, my dog? Long ass finger, bro. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I like this album a little bit, maybe like a couple songs. MGK, that nigga go hard. I'm not gonna lie, I don't listen to MGK like I feel like I should. MGK, that nigga make bangers, bro. Bangers. Even from his first song, I'm a wild boy. Hell, what the fuck? Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Then he got in the beef with motherfucking Eminem and shit. I don't know if he thought that he was about to out-rap Eminem. You know what I'm saying? After he lost that, nigga went into making rock music. I'm cool with the rock music. I fuck with the rock music. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing.
Or, I believe, 2024 is a Sad Boy EP, and that one performed very well. Like, commercially, I think first week it didn't go that crazy, but the streams on here really hit. These guys work together well. I enjoyed this project. But before that was St. Michael. That was the last Trippie Redd. He dropped 2 projects that year in 2023. It was St. Michael and A Love Letter to You 5. So it's been 3 years since we've gotten a Trippie Redd project, and Academics was very, very close with Elliot Grange. said he thinks this is just promo from Trippie Redd, and I think this is half and half. I do think that Trippie Redd has a reason to be frustrated. Now, Trippie Redd's been paid a lot. I remember he was talking about getting paid out $35 million or something like that, which is a huge amount to be paid. But I'm also leaning towards Trippie Redd is trying to drop an album, and I don't think they're letting him drop right now. Because in 2025, Trippie Redd has dropped single after single after single. If we're just talking about solo songs that Trippie Redd has dropped in 2025, I mean, he dropped Woke Up the Face. That was like a song with the music video. He dropped World Boss. He dropped Sketchy. He dropped Checklist. He dropped Stay the Same, and he dropped Can't Count Me Out. That's what, 6 songs that are completely solo. He also dropped this one track, I think, with Steve Aoki. But he's been dropping music actively for the past year, and nothing.
Is Steve Aoki the dude I was thinking about from earlier with the dubstep shit? No, that's not him. That's not. I forgot. Skrillex. It was Skrillex. I had to imagine Steve Aoki's face, and then I had to imagine the face that I was trying to think of. It was Skrillex. I used to listen to Skrillex back in like when I was young as fuck. That shit used to go hard. I'm not gonna lie. Phases. Just doing shit. Listening to shit. But I honestly, Trippie Redd is an artist that I also don't listen to enough. I feel like Trippie Redd, that nigga has a crazy catalog. Like, he's definitely up there. Whenever you talk about niggas that really made an impact, Trippie Redd should be in that conversation. But I think he's so antisocial that he's not in that conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different when you think about Cardi. Like, Cardi's pretty antisocial. Like, you don't really see him popping out doing much shit. And if you do, it's like very fucking vague, odd. He be doing borderline, you know, type shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's just kind of like, it's just weird a little bit because he be ODing it. But Trippie Redd is kind of antisocial, but he really antisocial. Like, he's not doing it for no look. This nigga just be out of the way, which I respect. But also on the same token, I don't really see that nigga that much.
Apps, Elliot Grange, who is now running a completely different operation. Like 1400 is Trippie's label. That's kind of, I'm guessing, in partnership now with Atlantic Warner. So I don't think they're holding Trippie Redd back and blocking him from releasing an album. Because once Elliot...
They be holding niggas by the fucking ball sack, bro. One thing about the music industry, y'all may not know my lore, but I made music for a very, very long time. You know, I had songs with millions and millions of views. You know, I performed at the Heat Arena before, like during a Heat game. Like, real just crazy shit that a nigga done did. Not gonna talk about it, whatever it is, what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the music industry really holds you by the nutsack. Bad. Like, you got a label and it's in partner with another label. And it's like, what the fuck is even going on? Why I need 2 labels? Why I need a partnership label type bullshit? It's fucking stupid. And then the artist just gets, you know, bent over and cracked. Non-stop crackenings. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, the music industry is fucked. I'm not gonna lie. Like, a lot of artists ain't making money like you think they making money for Showski.
Grange got into the Warner, like, Atlantic offices, he started firing everybody. So they cleaned house with a lot of staff. They dropped a lot of people from the record label. Academics had reported on this. So many people were getting dropped from Atlantic. I even think, I know Meek Mill had gotten dropped, or like they let him out of his deal. Who else was on there?
Getting dropped from a record label is like shit because they're dropping you because you ain't doing shit. But it's also like fire because you don't gotta pay that shit back. Yo, now you don't gotta fucking pay that money back, bro. Fuck y'all niggas. Yeah, drop me. I don't want to be in label no more, boy. Fuck you mean. But if they drop you, that means you ain't doing shit and your shit ain't looking good. You know what I'm saying? So it's a win-lose. Or you lost first, so it's a lose-win. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
It was Roddy Ricch, I think he was on there. I don't know if he's on there anymore. There was A Boogie. I don't know if A Boogie's on there anymore, but a lot of people were being let go except the people that generated the most income, largely because they're probably looking at the catalog and they're saying, hey, this catalog is making us a lot more money than the risk it would take to give this person an advance for the possibility of their new music doing well, which isn't as likely. Like, their best years are behind them type of a situation. And with the Trippie Redd, last year, they're looking at that song Wish. Wish blew up, which was from an album at Trip at Night, I think, if I remember correctly. But that song blew up again, and that's a 5-year-old song. Well, 4 years old if we're counting when it blew up in 2025. And the record label had to do nothing for it. So they're looking at Trippie Redd like, okay, this guy just released 5-6 songs, and Wish is the best performing out of all of them by far, which is a song that was released 5 years ago, and we had to do nothing for it. So we're probably better off just not giving him, I don't know, a new budget or anything like that. And yeah, good luck. Or maybe they want, I think Trippie Redd's looking for promotion, because I do not believe that Trippie Redd is being held back from dropping an album. That's my honest belief, because he's got a favorable deal. They're not going to hold him back creatively. I think perhaps what Trippie wants is for them to help him roll out the album, for them to help him do some marketing for the album, for them to allocate a budget and resources to his album. And that is where I think the contention is at, and where the arguments are happening, and why he's frustrated. Because from their perspective, like I said, they cleaned house. There are a lot less people in that building right now, and they're probably allocating the resources to a Don Toliver, who's killing it right now, as opposed to a Trippie Redd, and Trippie Redd probably wants a budget too. So they're probably telling Trippie Redd like, hey, if you want to drop the album, just drop it. Like, go ahead. They probably don't care. But Trippie Redd knows if he just drops the album with no help from the label, it's not going to do well. So for them, my belief is for them to want to get behind a Trippie Redd album, it's going to take Trippie dropping a hit, having something that's going to have momentum already. And then they're like, okay, we can throw some gasoline on this lit flame already that you did all the work for, and we can work together on it. And I think Trippie Redd doesn't just want to drop an album because, hey, who wants to drop an album that nobody's going to listen to, or that's going to do significantly worse than your last project? And it's been 3 years, so I think Trippie's really itching to drop. He's just in this position where business wise, I don't think it makes sense for an Atlantic to devote.
And everything's a popularity contest. Like, if he drops an album and it does bad, and then fucking academics and all these other niggas come out and be like, this shit did so bad, this shit sucks, Trippie Redd is falling off, da 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 da, then it leads to a nigga actually falling off, even though a nigga might not have, people want to listen to it, they just ain't hear about it or ain't get to it and things of that nature. But with all the promotion, they probably would have listened to it. It just puts him in a very weird place, and I'm sure after 3 years you don't want to pop back out and drop a fucking flopper, and then now you're mad as fuck. You're like, damn, I'm getting clowned online, even though over time you're gonna make a lot of money, and over time the streams are gonna go up, and you're still gonna be straight. But it's like, it's just such a popularity contest when it comes to music. So I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? It may be in a place where they're not letting it drop. A lot of time when it comes to labels, they have certain time frames that they want to drop, like, oh, we need to drop in the fall or the summer or this or that. They have like quarterly drops and all type of weird shit that's just mad extra, and especially because what's his name just dropped, Don Toliver. So they might be like, bro, you don't need to drop around the same time another one of our artists are dropping so you guys can fight over streams. Like, no, we gonna let this nigga shine, and then 3, 4, 5 months from now we'll have you drop, probably like 2, closer to 2, maybe 3, and then we'll have you drop when his shit start going down so we could keep this money flowing. So that might be something that's going on as well. But yeah, I can understand where Trippie's coming from, honestly. But a lot of people still like, which, like I said, I don't really listen to Trippie like that, but a lot of people be bumping his shit crazily.
So much to him, because while Trippie Redd has had a lot of like sleeper hits, songs that have gone up and have streamed very, very well, like an amazing catalog, it also hinders him in the future, because what's the likelihood that Trippie Redd drops a song that's going to stream more than his other albums are streaming, or his biggest hits are streaming? Like, some of the most streamed songs for Trippie Redd just on Apple Music are from Life's a Trip, not Trip at Night. No, Life's a Trip is what I meant, not even Trip at Night. And Life's a Trip is from 2018. So we're talking 7, like, we got Forever Ever. Oh, the top 3 songs on his Apple Music are all from Life's a Trip, which is 2018. There's nothing from the 2020s. And if I take a look at his Spotify, the top streamed songs as of late on there, like the most activity, is, of course, Wish, the Audio Mac version, and Wish again. Yeah, it's mostly Mr. Rage you've got up there, and Hurts Me, which is with Tory Lanez. But all of this stuff
Oh my gosh. Free this nigga Tory. This nigga ain't do nothing. This nigga ain't do nothing, bro. Arrest Megan. Send her to jail. Free my nigga Tory, please. This nigga Tory, bro, when I tell you, if y'all don't listen to, I haven't listened to him in it's probably been like a month. But I just ain't think about it. Next time, tomorrow, I'm gonna be in the gym, bro, listening to that fucking album. What's the fuck is this album called, bro? This nigga Tory Lanez go too fucking hard, bro. Hold up. What was the album called? Alone at Prom. Oh my gosh. It's so fire. My gosh. Yo, this, bro, Trump, pardon this nigga or something, bro. Like, do one good thing for me, bro. Just do this little one thing for me. Free this nigga Tory, please. The fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we got going on, bro? Tory Lanez should not be in jail, bro. That nigga got stabbed, bro. That shit pissed me off. I was like, ain't no way this nigga got sent to jail off some bullshit, because I really honestly don't think that nigga did that shit. This nigga got fucking sent to jail, and now this nigga locked up, got stabbed in jail. Oh my gosh, if Tory would have died, bruh, Megan would have had to hear from me. You know what I'm saying? But he should be getting out soon, even if he does his whole time. Like, if he gets like good behavior or something, maybe. I don't remember how many years he got. But if he has like good behavior, getting shanked though. I don't know if you have good behavior if you over there getting shanked. But nonetheless, how long he been in jail? Maybe like 3? Like 3 years? I feel like they couldn't have given him more than 8 years. So if he gets out in 4, you know what I'm saying, type shit. But anyway,
is just old, like Dark Knight Demo, Taking a Walk. All of these things are from Life's a Trip. So Trippie's in a tough situation. I'm liking the music that he's been dropping from 2025. He's been dropping
thick wrist ass nigga, boy. Thick wrist ass nigga. That nigga eating good.
Some solid tracks. I hope one of them catches, but maybe he should have used the situation with Coi Leray a little bit better.
Go call Coi Leray, man.
Music to it. I don't know what he can do. The thing is, Trippie Redd, to me now, is what I was talking about Lil Uzi Vert post Eternal Take, where I said, like, hey man, you've done, like, we love your catalog, you've done all there is to do. I could go without another Trippie Redd song for the rest of my life and be content with everything that he's given us thus far. Now, I can't say that for a Don Toliver. I can't say that for a Sheck West. We haven't gotten enough Sheck West.
Sheck West, we don't need more Sheck West music. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. That shit's rapperoonies. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember the last time I listened to Sheck West, but type shit.
I say that for a lot of artists, but for a Trippie Redd now, I'm content with saying that. But he is in a new landscape now than he was in the late 2010s and even early 2020s. So he's gonna have to figure out a way to compete now and work with his label to get something out, or it's just gonna fall on deaf ears, unfortunately.
He need to get a song with Yeet. This nigga Yeet. This like that nigga like Mozart, boy. That nigga like the new Mozart. Stop playing with my nigga Yeet, bruh. He need to get a song with Yeet. He get a song with... Do he got a song with Yeet? I don't know, bruh. But if you do, get another one. I don't give a fuck, bruh. You get a song with Yeet, your label gonna pump your shit, bruh. And we know that. Go get a song with Yeet. Type shit.
Well, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do you think this is do you think this is completely promo, or there's actually some frustrations coming from Trippie Red's side? If it was completely promo, then I think it's even worse, because this is 2018 level promo, or 2020 level promo, where Uzi's talking about, yo, my label owner won't let me drop. That promo is done. It's ran through, and people have to have crazy anticipation for what you're dropping for that to work now in such a fast-paced internet that we've got going on.
Hey man, shout out my nigga Trippie. His label need to stop fucking playing with him. If they playing with him, I honestly don't think it's nothing, no sinister shit. I don't think it's no extra shit. I really just think it's probably Don Toliver just dropped, and now they're thinking to themselves, why the fuck would we drop your album right after? It's pretty fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? If I was a label exec, I would also think that was pretty fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? As Trippie Red, it's like, I don't give a fuck. My fans are going to listen to me. Understandable. But as a label owner, I can understand wanting to wait just a couple months until Don Toliver shit kind of rolls off a little bit and then drop Trippie shit. But anyway, y'all let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if nobody told you today, I love you.